Hello everyone, this is Clucky Power with a Captain America Paladin build. This Captain America build specializes very much in defense, but also specializes in stuns, and you can still do damage with it. First, let's go over the skills that I've picked before going over my gear and stats, as the skills influenced my pick for the gear I currently have on. Going over the specialty skills first, and starting off with Riley Christ's first specialization, I picked Point Man. This allows me to aggro the danger away from everyone and lets me reduce a lot of incoming damage. And then for the second specialization, I have Threat Control, which causes critical attacks to cause more stun and lead to more takedowns, but you can pick any option you want, as the other options are good ways to heal your teammates or get them closer to their overcharge. Now for Steamroller's first specialization, I have Secret Weapon, so I can use it twice and take out a whole room of drones quickly. And then for the second specialization, I have Vanguard Charge, so that after every 2 enemies I kill, I can get a heroic orb and do more heroic abilities. And finally, for Brooklyn Brawler, my first specialization, I'm using CQC Specialist so I can get more takedowns, which works with my mastery skill, get heroic orbs from takedowns. Also, it is good to keep adaptoids on the ground as you take them down over and over and over until they die. I'm using Unwavering Defense instead of the first option most people use, and this is because with this build I'm always able to restore my Brooklyn Brawler when I need it, and Unwavering Defense allows me to block all attacks, even all unblockable attacks. Now on to the mastery skills. For combat skills, I picked Combo Finisher Mastery so my finishers do more damage as I am mostly in close combat range as a paladin. The second specialization, I chose Boost Combat Mastery so that my heroics charge up faster, but I do switch between that and Combo Finisher Critical Mastery in case I want a chance to do more damage. And finally, I picked Heroic Takedown Mastery so that I'm more able to get into my heroics. That includes Brooklyn Brawler, as most cap builds rely on Brooklyn Brawler to put out damage. Now for my range tree, I picked Enhanced Throw for faster shield throw speed and damage. And then I picked Power Throw Damage, as it makes Ricochet Throw and Shield Kick stronger. And the last specialization, I have Precision Heroic Dynamo for more orbs, but you can pick whatever option you want. And then for the efficiency tree, I have all the energy boosts so that I have more block energy for Commander's Call and Shield Run. Also now you can run faster during Shield Run because of the last patch and can knock back enemies. Shield Run now has a great use to get around faster and get out of danger. Then onto my intrinsic tree, I picked Captain's Defense so Commander's Call lasts longer. This build relies heavily on Commander's Call. Naturally, Commander's Call gives you a 15% damage reduction, but I will show you how you can reduce more damage from the gear I have. Then I picked Defense Attack Efficiency so I can use Commander's Call more reliably. It uses less energy cost. And lastly, I'm using Iron Defense so that blocking doesn't use any energy while the Captain's Defense buff is active. Now onto the stats and gear. As a Paladin, you aren't going to have the highest damage output, but you will have a high amount of survivability. You can decide how you want to set up your melee and precision. I like to have more might, as ranged attacks do a good amount of damage without having to invest too much into it, and I'd rather have more might when using Brooklyn Brawler, as I find Brooklyn Brawler works better with melee attacks and range attacks. And having a good amount of intensity will let you keep your enemies off your teammates by stunning them faster, and usually in one combo or a couple of power range attacks I can stun an enemy, and it works great for when the AI is playing cap. Then, being a tank, you'll want to invest in Resolve and Resilience so that you don't die immediately. I would say my cap has an average amount of Resolve, but a high amount of Resilience. The Resilience will let him reduce nearly 20% of damage, and combined with Commander's Call, Rally Cry, and other gear perks, will do so much damage. Most unblockable attacks will maybe only do like 1,000 damage, even on Challenge 4. Then I invested whatever I had left into Proficiency and Valor, but you can see I actually invested quite a bit into Valor, so I can at least get over 200% critical damage. But you decide how you want your cap to be, if you want to invest more into Valor, or maybe you want to make it be even more tanky or have more might. It's up to you. Now into the gear that makes Cap a tank. For his melee gear, I'm using a piece that grants burst of heroics after a critical melee attack, so I get my heroics faster. And then it has a perk for Commander's Call that grants it another 12.5% of damage reduction. For my range, I have a perk that gives me a damage buff after a ranged critical. I usually proc this when approaching a group of enemies after hitting them with a ricochet or shield kick, and it works great for once I am in a fight. The Cryo app is also useful to slow big enemies like exomechs or adaptoids, and the last perk raises my hit chance for heavy combo finishers. But I'm mostly using this gear for the easy damage buff. Now for my defense gear, I'm using Armor of the Nomad. This is a named legendary item. It extends my Brooklyn Brawler by 2 seconds and reduces another 15% of damage after using Commander's Call. So now you can figure out how Cap can stay alive for so long. The Commander's Call originally gives him a 15% damage reduction. Then I have 2 gear pieces giving another 27.5% of damage reduction, and then my armor reduces nearly another 20% of incoming damage, and then Rally Cry reduces even more damage to the point he can't be stun locked or killed that easily. And then for the last gear, I was trying to find a way to get more Valor, and this gear piece had it, but it also has some nice perks, another heroic charge burst chance, so I can activate more heroic abilities, and it has a willpower burst. Now for my major artifact, I'm using the Ring of Nibelung, so I can absorb more heroic energy from orbs, have a slightly higher chance for orbs to pop out of enemies, and then when I'm completely out of heroic energy, I have a chance to get more using the activation perk. So my Captain America is able to keep Rally Cry and Brooklyn Brawler up when I want, using the gear perks, major artifacts, and skills. Now for my minor artifacts, I tried to pick pieces that make up for my stats that my main gear couldn't. I'm going to show you some gameplay of this Cap build on Out of the Shadows and Elite Hive, both on brutal difficulty. The Elite Hive footage is actually against this build's counter, which is 4 spin bots and an assault droid, all with overshields. This makes it hard to keep Rally Cry and Brooklyn Brawler up, because the spin bots will be constantly taking away my heroic energy. But with this build, I was still able to get through the area.
Him out. Roger that, Commander.
Keep it together, Avengers. This attack.
There is a chest with special resources close to your location.
Not all at once. Can't make this easy for you. There they are. This is it.
Doing Hill's dirty work? Taskmaster's mercenaries.
What are they doing here?
Protecting the base, it seems.
Get rid of them.
Bring them down. Here, right?
Close rank. Flies and nothing. They've got backup. We'll keep them busy.
Right now.
Take out their leaders. Once Taskmaster's mercs are gone, they'll force a retreat.
You think a few trucks will help you? Shield is nothing. It will always be nothing.
Sounds like they're getting desperate.
No! You've got them down to 1. All clear. Defeated. Their agent is down.
This is it!
Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized. Another enemy defeated.
Heads up! Here's why they call us Avengers!
The team are no longer a threat.
As you can see from that last clip, this build has a lot of survivability even when capture energy is being constantly drained by spin robots, and I was still able to recover that lost heroic energy. Well, I hope you like my Captain America Paladin build. It's not the most damaging build out there, but it will keep you alive as you make your way through the Elite Heroic Hives and the Mega Hives. I came up with this build when going through the Mega Hive this weekend, and I had a lot of fun with it. If you liked this video, remember to leave a like and a comment and a share. And if you want to see more Avengers content, please subscribe, as I'm working on more builds for the other heroes too. And I already have a Thor particle exploit damage build if you want to check it out. I also stream on Twitch if you want to follow me there. I would appreciate it. Currently, I am doing a Spider-Man marathon till Miles Morales Spider-Man releases in November. I have finished PS4 Spider-Man, PS1 Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Spider-Man 2 the movie game. And currently I am playing Ultimate Spider-Man. So come on Twitch if you want to check me out playing those games. I also play Avengers on there from time, and if any viewers want to hang out and play with me, I'm on PS4 and my account is SpideyFan101. Well, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.